Hey, Jane, you have a minute to talk?
Wow, it's not like you to text me. What's up?
Mom asked me to text you. She couldn't just ask you this herself, but whatever.
What's the matter?
She was wondering if you had any plans to visit home soon.
What do you mean?
Just like I said, are you planning on visiting Mom, Dad in the near future? You never really visit anymore.
What do you mean? I try to take it back for Christmas every year. So until then, I don't really have any plans to visit home.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're free this Saturday, do you think you can come over?
This Saturday? Why?
They said they're having a bunch of relatives over. I guess our cousin Jenna is getting married.
Is she really? I'm so happy for her.
I know, right? Her and her fiancé are coming over to meet everyone, including Grandma and Grandpa. That's why Mom wanted me to ask what you were doing this Saturday. She wanted me to ask you if you could come.
Gotcha. Well, I'm actually not sure if I'm free or not. I might have to work.
Really? You don't have off on weekends?
I usually do, but there are times where I have to work on Saturdays too.
Wow, haha. Who works on the weekends anymore? Your job is totally taking advantage of you, haha.
I do sometimes. It's not that weird. Maybe your job is different.
Yeah, my job is the best. They've never thought about making me work on the weekends.
That's just great. I'll get back to you tomorrow about Saturday. I'll text you then. The next day. Hey, Selena, you got a second?
Yup. Did you find out if you were off or not on Saturday?
Yeah. I don't have to work Saturday, so you can tell Mom I'll be there.
Actually, could you just text her yourself? I hate being the messenger.
Even if I do try to tell Mom, I know she'll just make you text me back for her. That's why I'm purposely texting you and not her.
Yeah, probably haha. She doesn't even trust you enough to text her. That's why she's having me talk to you.
Whatever! She has no reason to think that. I always respond to people when they text me.
I can't imagine not being trusted enough to send a simple text. That must be rough for you, sis. Now I have to get involved because of it. All this trouble over texting, haha.
Whatever. You're clearly the favorite child. You always have been. It wouldn't be this much trouble if Mom didn't have some stupid grudge against me. Either way, I don't care. I'm over it and don't expect anything different out of her.
Of course, that's what you say. You're always so quick to be defensive. You've never been able to get along with Mom.
Defensive? I'm the one who has always been silent when they've been rude to me.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'll let Mom know you're coming.
Thanks.
By the way, everyone's coming over in the afternoon, so be at the house before then.
Why, so Mom can send me out on errands or make me help with cooking for everyone? I can feel it. She's going to put me work as soon as I get there.
Why do you always make her out to be such a bad person?
Am I wrong? You'll be there too, right? Is she going to make you work?
Sorry. I actually won't be home in the morning. I have a few things I've got to do myself.
I should have seen that coming.
Mom told me it was okay. Anyway, see you Saturday.
Yeah, see you then? Saturday.
Hey, where are you? Did you leave already?
Of course I did. I came because you asked me to. Not to hear you brag all day about yourself.
I was bragging? I don't know what you mean.
Don't play dumb! You went on and on about yourself like you always do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. You didn't think it was embarrassing to talk about yourself like that in front of everyone?
Why would I be embarrassed? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
You're totally oblivious. It's one thing to brag about yourself in front of me or Mom and Dad, but you were way out of line to go on and on about yourself the way you did in front of everyone that was you did in front of everyone that was there today. What was the point of doing that?
Are you mad because I brought you up? Don't sweat it. I mean, it's the truth, after all, haha.
Did you see Jenna's fiancé's face when you were talking about everything?
He was totally fine. He's about to be part of this family soon. He should know everything about us. The same thing goes for our other relatives, too.
Maybe, but the way you were talking was out of line.
Are you really mad? I can't change the truth. You're the one that dropped out of high school and doesn't have a degree.
Why would you ever need to bring that up in front of everyone? And yes, I am really mad. You are so rude.
Well, everyone's still at the house and no one said anything to me about it. You're the only one that seems to have a problem with what I said. I wonder why that is.
Whoa!
You're not the only one who's mad. Mom and Dad are furious right now. They couldn't believe you stormed off like that.
What?
I don't think I did anything wrong. All I did was let everyone know all about you. I didn't lie about anything, did I? I think you're really mad at the reality of the situation. I can't help it if everyone compares us. You're a high school dropout, and I'm a college graduate with an awesome job.
Whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I know all of that, but they didn't need to, especially with the way you were saying it. That's why I'm mad.
Well, why don't you just go back to school or something? If you're worried about being compared to me, maybe you shouldn't worked harder and not dropped out. Only you have the power to change things, right?
You're not helping anything by saying that.
A high school dropout that works in a factory. Do you plan on working there forever? All I did was tell the truth. If you're mad at that, then what you're saying is that you're really just mad at the situation you put yourself in. Only you can change that.
Is that honestly what you think?
Of course. Like I said, I only speak the truth. If anything, I'm the one who should be annoyed. You took everything I said wrong, threw a hissy fit and ran off. Who knows the next time everyone will be together in the same room like today? Just think about how Grandma and Grandpa felt when they saw you slamming the door behind you.
I'm honestly used to taking this kind of abuse. I never said anything because you only pulled stunts like this when we were with Mom and Dad. But doing it in front of our entire extended family is unacceptable. I'll never forgive you for what you did.
I can't believe you. I didn't do anything wrong. You've got no life skills and nothing to show for yourself. On top of that, you blame others for your failures.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I've got a message for Mom and Dad. Tell them I've never stepping foot in that house again.
Are you serious? Sure, all them right now. Now that I think about it, you've always been the one to embarrass yourself in front of the relatives. Today is no different. The vibe here has been so much better since you ran off like a baby, haha.
Whatever. Say what you want. Bye. Me?
Bye, sis, haha.
Weeks later.
What do you think you're doing? You think you can just waltz into my job like that?
What are you talking about? When did I go to your job?
Don't play dumb. I saw you in the lobby of my building. I know what you're up to. You came to try and talk trash about me to my coworkers.
I literally have no clue what you're saying right now.
I saw you at my job. So I'll ask you again? What are you doing there?
Oh. Yeah, I am at your job. But don't you usually work at another branch?
Yeah, but I came to Ake today for training, and I never expected to see you there. I almost had a heart attack.
Oh, yeah. Is that all you had to tell me? I thought we had a mutual agreement to cut each other out of our lives. I don't think there's reason for us to talk anymore.
I never wanted to text you, but after seeing you there, I knew you were up to something. I have a right to know.
What are you saying? I'm not trying to do anything. I have no obligation to tell you what I'm doing here.
You need to leave right now. There's no business for a high school dropout to be at a first-rate company like mine. You better get out of there right now and never come back again. Only those who have done something with their lives and earned a spot there should be in that building.
You've been there a year. You sound so arrogant right now.
So what if I've only been here a year? This is my career. I maybe only been here for a year, but I'm on track to making my way straight to the top. Unlike you, people actually expect big things out of me.
Is that right?
What's your problem? Are you still there? I told you to get out. I never want to see you there again.
Trust me, the feeling is mutual. Fine, I'll leave, and I'll make sure to never come back.
Great. I'm glad you agree. That's all. Bye.
A few days later.
Why didn't you say anything? If you had told me, things could have turned out differently.
I thought I told you I never wanted to talk to you, Ajan. Where's that fire you had when you were yelling at me the other day? You seem a bit deflated.
Yeah, well, I'm really sorry about how I talked to you. Do you think you could come back job one more time?
No, I already let your boss know what you said to me. It seems like he had a nice little chat with you about it. So no, I won't come back to your job. I honestly don't think I could even fit it into my schedule. Especially if you're the one who's asking me to do it.
Just please find time to come back.
Sorry, can't do it. I already cleared my schedule once. I knew you worked for that company, so I made an exception. But then you told me I shouldn't be there and to never come back. Why would I help you now?
You should have said something from the beginning. When did you become such a hot short?
Oh, you mean my business's seminars that your job asked me to give? I started giving talks recently. I actually quit my previous job a while ago.
What?
I used my connections and worked my butt off to get to where I am now. I even went back to school and graduated college. I majored in business management. Where I am now is all thanks to the work I put in.
I had no idea about any of that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't planning on telling you. I mean, even if I did, none of you trusts me or believe anything I say, so it would have been a waste of time. None of you have any interest in the things I do.
Yeah, well, you really put me in a bad spot. There were so many people who were with me for training.
I didn't do anything. Haha. I went through the trouble of clearing my schedule to come speak at your job. Unfortunately, it didn't matter that we were related. If one of that company's employees tells me to leave and never come back, that's what I'm going to do. Why would I react any differently?
But still.
My inbox is overflowing with requests from other companies that want me to speak. I'm way more popular than you'd imagine. So, turning down your job doesn't make a dent in the amount of offers I have for work. Actually, your job has been calling to apologize for everything that happened. They still want me to come.
But Jane, my boss came in and called for me in the middle of my training to chew me out about what happened. I was mortified. Everyone in the room was staring at me.
Haha, that must have been rough.
Have some sympathy. Please. You're the only one who can help me right now. Just please find time to come back.
Is that what your boss wants?
Yeah. He said I have to be there this time when you come. He knows you went through the trouble of coming last time just because you'd be speaking at my job. He wants me to take full responsibility for what happened. If things stay the way they are, my career is ruined.
Oh, really? That wouldn't be good, haha.
I'm so sorry for everything I've done to you. Just please.
Here's a new flash for you. The only people who don't know about what I do are you, Mom and Dad.
What do you mean?
Jenna and her fiancé, Grandma and Grandpa, all of our relatives know about what I do for a living.
Why do they know?
Because I told them. They actually have interest in my life, unlike you guys. In fact, I've spoken at every one of their jobs.
Really?
Yeah, so when you tried to make me look like a fool the other day, everyone looked shocked, right? Jenna texted me right after I left. She said, Selena really hasn't changed, huh? She's a real piece of work. I even got a call from Grandma and Grandpa. They apologized on your behalf for how rude you were to me. They told me we're at a loss for words for how she was treating you.
Are you serious?
Ever since you were little, you've always been so rude and disrespectful towards me. Everyone in the family feels the same way. Mom and Dad have always spoiled you and given you a false sense of entitlement. I'm not embarrassed of being a high school dropout. I wear that title with pride. It's the reason I've worked so hard to get to where I am now. And every time you try to hold that over my head and talk trash about me to others, you're really just embarrassing yourself. You're proving to everyone you're still a spoiled brat.
That's not true.
Whether you believe it or not, it's true. Now is as good of a time as ever to cut each other out of our lives. I'm actually grateful things turned out this way. Please don't text me anymore.
Wait, are you gonna help me or not?
Why should I help you? Honestly, I don't care if you lose your job. I think it's about time you get humbled for once. After that, I saved all my money from my factory job to afford going to college. After graduating, I got a job as a business consultant. After that, I branched out and started my own business. I go around to different companies giving seminars on proper business conduct and ethics. I never told that to my parents or my sister. It's not like they would have listened anyway. On the other hand, everyone in my extended family was happy to hear all about it. In fact, after my parents kicked me out of the house after my 20th birthday, all my relatives were really worried about me. They always kept in touch with me to see how I was doing. I made sure to thank them and tell them I was doing fine on my own. I even told everyone about what happened with Selena. Eventually, word got around to my mom and dad. They kept trying to text me and call me now that they know what I really do. I just said the same thing to them as I said to Selena. You're both strangers to me. Honestly, it felt like a huge weight off my shoulders. I went to Jenna's wedding the other day. My mom, dad, and Selena were nowhere to be seen. When I asked Jenna about it later, she told me only family is welcome at my weddings. Haha! They also told me they think my sister probably gets her personality from my dad. He's always been stuck up ever since he was a kid. My whole family thinks he's kinda snob. I guess I'm not the only one who hates him. Haha. At the wedding, I asked my grandparents what they thought about everything that happened. I thought for sure it would be stressing them out. But when I asked about it, my grandpa just laughed and said, "It never hurts to do a bit of house cleaning. They're on their own now." I try not to think about them anymore. I know that karma will get to them eventually. Haha! Thanks for subscribing.